Don's ex-wife come aside for Instagram to make or to write our own side of the story concerning the case of she and Chike having an extramarital affair. You understand? So our point was her husband was having an affair with other ladies too outside. She mentioned quite few ladies in her tweet. You understand? And she pointed out that she was the one paying for her hospital bills by herself. She was the one paying for the kids' school fees by herself. She was the one paying for her husband's flight. Anywhere her husband is going, she was the one using her own money to do all these things by herself. You understand? But we all know Frank Edon back then. You understand? We know Frank Edon. Frank Edon was charging millions of nairas back then to anchor a show or an event. So she coming out to say all these things was is not hard enough. You understand? I'm not siding Frank Edon that maybe what she's saying that Frank Edon is not paying the school fees or she's lying. I'm not saying that. You know, we all know women. If a woman, for example, you and your wife live in an apartment, maybe you have been paying for that rent, okay? Maybe for some reason you couldn't pay that much and she did. If anything, maybe you later break up or have a divorce from that marriage, she will come outside and say she has been the one paying for the house. You understand? So we all know women. You see, this whole thing that she pointed out on her tweet, that is the reason why she did what she did with Chike. You will see that this is the clear case of an irresponsible woman. You understand? So your husband is cheating. That gives you the right as a woman to cheat. You see this Oyibo culture when we copy as an African, it's not really working for us. It's not really working for us because we are not the West. We are not the so-called Oyibo. We are Africans. I'm not saying cheating is right, but as an African man, you are entitled to marry as many wives as you can. Okay? As an African, as a real African man. Fine and good, you are trying to copy the European standard ways of life. Okay, no problem. Trying to be with one wife or one man, one woman. You are trying to copy their way. That if my husband cheat on me, I will cheat back the way the whites or the Western people do it. You see, that is not our way. A Western woman or a white woman can cheat on her husband without no problem, without nobody tackling them or whatever. But an African woman, you did the same thing because it's not our way. So people come for you. As an African woman, if your husband is not doing what he's supposed to do in the relationship or in your marriage, is not being responsible as an African woman, the best thing for you to do is to seek for divorce and leave the marriage. Then you can go have an affair however you like. Okay? However you like. You can go have an affair. Not you being in that marriage. You say because your husband is not paying for the kids' school fees or is having an affair with other women, then the best way for you to do it is to have an affair with another man. That is to show how irresponsible as a woman you are. You see, as a man, you just have to be careful. You just have to be careful of putting your whole life on a woman. You see this gender, just not all, there are still good women out there. There are still good women out there, but it's rare, it's hard to find. You understand? It's very, very hard to find. So as a man, try as much as possible not to put all your life, your emotions, everything on a woman. Because if what happened to Frank, happened to you, you heard what he said. He said it was downcasted for a while. You understand? So try as much as possible not to fall into this, not to fall victim of these genders. Not to fall victim, because a woman not just the cheat, not just carry the cheat. Women plan it, take their time to plan it before they do it. If a woman cheats on you, it means she's already tired and she's already hurt of that marriage. She's already hurt of that marriage. So that's why they take their time. Don't allow any woman to deceive you that it was a mistake. There is no mistake if a woman cheats. A man can cheat and still love his wife. But when a woman cheats on you, she's already hurt of that marriage. So as a man, be guided.